Alrighty, getting started. Making sure stream health is strong. Looking nice and healthy. Uh-oh. Howdy, y'all. On this end, it's saying that YouTube is not responding. Hey, Raincloud, MC Cubed, Rory Ocelot, Dylan, Wesley, and Nimbly, the Deadly Nader. Yay, Leo Heaven. That's cute. Oops. A friend of mine mentioned that YouTube was acting up earlier. Hey Jackson, keep going. I'll try, but it looks like YouTube's frozen. Yeah, I'm looking at it on my laptop and it just sort of keeps spinning around. Got Pumpkin Guy channel. Hey Kush, Zachariah. Yeah, I'm not seeing like any progress on the video. YouTube has been acting up for the past couple hours. Yeah, I've noticed that. I just see a... yeah, like I said, I'm working on something right now. But it's just buffering. Not showing any of the progress I'm making. Alright, I'm gonna try and reset it. Okay, I think it's catching up. Alright. Hopefully it'll behave itself now. Yeah, Mount Lady. That was made by our good friend Anthony. He sometimes drops in. He posts art on Twitter. And someone made some Danny fan art. What the heck is that? Yeah, I don't know, when it buffers, is my voice not coming through either? Because I could imagine that would get annoying as well. Oh yeah, Dragon Knight made that imagery of Danny Zilla. In a few minutes, I couldn't watch anything on YouTube. Just keep refreshing. Let me actually try refreshing my monitor here on the laptop that I use to monitor stream health. And of course it shows an ad. What the heck? It's weird when the stream is like flailing, but the ads come out perfectly. So stupid. Shows where they put their priorities. I fixed my internet in my house. Congratulations, Rory. Wesley says, Theory the creator. You which would be a god to all creatures of your land, and you make men of all things shrink and women grow. Like you want a wife or so? Is that a riddle? I watched The Lighthouse with some friends last night, and that guy talks in riddles and like Shakespearean kind of a tone. The guy who was the lighthouse keeper. Got some good news, says Kush. As soon as I catch my check, I might be able to pay for part 2 of my commission. Looking forward to it. There are a few people waiting to see that. Yeah, looks like it's just gonna keep buffering. It's fine, I guess. I'll just have the same fan art next time. Hopefully YouTube will be nicer tomorrow. And today I'm just mostly working on this asset, doing some coloring. Because no one's mentioned who this is yet. Martin Mysteries Show. Mark Mysteries. Mark Mysteries? Are you talking about Marvin Mysteries? Because I remember that one from around the same time when Totally Spies was like a big thing on Cartoon Network. Didn't watch that series though. At least not as many episodes as they did with like Totally Spies. Your voice is smooth as ever. Thank you, Rain Cloud. I mean, smooth voice is good. I was just worried that, like, with the buffering, my voice would be going in and out. Like, blinking, you know? And then that could get annoying. Like, when having a call with someone and it keeps getting interrupted. And you only get, like, every other word. I just don't want it to result in some kind of misunderstanding like in those old phone commercials. Scooby-Doo franchise. Yeah. I mean, right now I'm working on something with Beetlejuice. Might be one of the last projects I do with popular characters before I really pivot into focusing more on, you know, my OC characters that I'm developing. So again, really the best way to see your favorite characters all giant and whatnot, it would be to commission us. What was this music for? Sounds nice. Like a tropical getaway. Hey Megan, I'm here a bit late after YouTube had its technical difficulties. No worries. Only been streaming for about 9 minutes. Favorite Scooby-Doo movies are probably Cyber Chase and Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. Says Kush. I think my favorite movie is probably the one when they were on, what was it, Zombie Island? That's the one with crazy cat cult people, right? That one's pretty good. But yeah, when I was a kid, I rented Ghoul School a lot. I rented Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers a few times. I was actually talking with my brother about Scooby-Doo the other day, and he was calling me a Scrappy Doo apologist. But I was telling him that when me and him were kids, that we liked Scrappy Doo. I mean, I wouldn't say we were mega fans of Scrappy, but it's like, he was an okay character. He definitely got some hate in the later years, and I think still right now. He's a bad guy in one of the movies. He's always sort of getting kicked around when they do, like Hanna-Barbera references. Hey Dave, who is that you're drawing? Asks Gian Mercedes. This is a character from the original Sonic cartoon. Kind of surprised with like her character design because they made her look like a comic book character almost. I think her name was Catalia the Huntress. She was like one of those alien types that go to different planets and kidnaps aliens to put in some kind of galactic zoo. And she had a deep fondness for Dr. Ivo Robotnik. She looks like a Hanna-Barbera character with that design. Yeah, kind of like, what was that series with the Herculoids? What was it called? Herculoids. Oh, it was just called the Herculoids. Yeah, like He-Man, the Herculoids. Yeah, they put a lot of effort into her design and animation. It's kind of impressive. Yeah, Masters of the Universe cartoon. Actually, she probably has the perfect name for, like, that universe. She probably could have been on, like, Dial M for Monkey on Dexter's Lab. They used to do these kind of character designs for those shorts. Yeah, it was very weird seeing her cozying up to Eggman so much. The Mario Channel animation. Say, it's the one... oh, I can't read that. Hey, Charles Buchanan. No, you're not late. Still probably got another good 40 minutes before I have to go. So needy, Charles. Rory, would you rather be in Leo Heaven or Leo's laboratory? She'll turn into a giant snake. That'd be kind of crazy if that happened. Don't remember the episode too well, but I don't think that's what she does. I think she's just more like expert hunter and like acrobatic and stuff like that. I think also super strong. Remember like a few scenes of her putting Dr. Robotnik in like a leg lock. Uh-oh, that makes it look like she's naked. Let me fix that. There we go. Or does she have shape-shifting abilities? That reminds me, someone showed me some kind of I think it's a homebrewed feat for D&D, like a shapeshifter feat. Like, I guess if you wanted to play as a character like Elastigirl. Could be interesting. So far, outside of the enlarge reduce spell in D&D, the main sort of sizey kind of feat I've seen is for certain barbarians who travel the path of the giant. When they go into a barbarian rage, they can basically grow to like a giant size. Which can be handy. Guess what? Oh, that's for Whoopee Kush. It's crazy. Disney owned Geek after they bought ABC, yet in 2000 they just sold it back to Andy Hayward. I guess they just didn't care for any of the Geek properties. Not a lot of love for Inspector Gadget or Heathcliff and the Cadillac Cats. But yeah, that is pretty funny. Especially with the way these studios are acting. They all want to make that big merger. Dave the Barbarian and Dungeons and Dragons would go hand in hand. You know what? That could be fun. I don't think I've played as a character with a character flaw of being like cowardly. Having a talking sword could be interesting. Teehee. Currently, I'm playing as a warforged with some bit of amnesia. Thinks he's a lumberjack. Disney made the Inspector Gadget, although at least with Deke, since they got sold off and eventually backed by Cookie Jar and then DHX changed to Wildbrain, they get their stuff preserved for the most part. Neat! Disney bought Saban Entertainment and Fox Family worldwide. A lot of those shows got missing from not airing anymore. Yeah, they've been making mistakes here and there. She's turning into a wolf, never mind, says White Ray Ray. Who is? Thanks, Zechariah. I didn't read this message from Mercedes. Say, may I use Jackie, Macy, Aphrodite, David, and Danny in my future Toontopia projects? Yeah, go ahead. I love to see any kind of fan art. As long as it's appropriate for all ages. And I could post it. The person I'm drawing, she's just giant. No problem, Mercedes. Bluey is age bronze. Yeah, for the most part. I think some people got offended in that episode where Bandit was giving live birth. Some people can be so sensitive. But yeah, so far I've been having some fun with the Beetlejuice project that I'm working on. Got a little bit more ambitious with it than I thought I would. But I got about 2 weeks. I think that'll be enough to get it ready. I think I used all the colors. Getting closer to finishing Word Girl. I think I'm on season 7. Just a few more episodes, then I'll have to find something else to binge watch while I'm working. Definitely getting back into the rhythm for working on big or more large-scale projects. What I like to do is I'll watch like a 20-minute episode of something while I'm working. Then I'll get up and stretch, maybe do some jumping jacks, lift some weights, and then jump back into work. So having a show that I really like Word Girl, has been helpful. And I think I mentioned it before, like the thing that really got me interested in it was this compilation video someone made of the Butcher, one of Word Girl's like arch villains. And Butcher's a pretty funny guy. And Dr. Two Brains, Toby the robot, giant robot building boy. Lady Redundant Woman, she's pretty funny. Pretty great series overall. A lot of weird moments. I saw another weird moment on the show when she's hanging out with her best friend Violet, making art and charging Smiles for art. Word Girl was the one running the cash register. Just this creepy looking, mouth looking box. Trippy show. I love it. Let's see. Dracula, Sabella, and Mavis in a room together would be insane. Oh, Draculaura. Draculaura, Sabella, and Mavis. Yeah, 3 teenage vampire girls. I'm more familiar with Sabella and Mavis. Going to be happy. I'm going to be happy because you're making more. PBS Kids, go. I'm not making more. I'm just enjoying the series. But if I did do something with Word Girl, I think I know what word I would have as the word of the day. Kind of think something like Brobdingnagian would be interesting. I love Halloween season. We gotta talk about spooky things. All my friends of mine love Toby and think he's cool. Is it because he's voiced by Patton Oswalt? That's the main reason I like Toby. I like it. He usually talks in like a sort of fancy voice. But then when his mom comes to pinch him by the ear and take him out of the scene, he goes back to sounding like Patton Oswalt. He just sounds like Patton Oswalt. It's great. Dave, you wanna request AGW fan art of Giant Antini versus Rosa from Kid Cosmic? I'm not into making requests, but that does sound like a fun uh, scenario for some fan art. Especially since I hear people bring up Antini a lot. Ruger's little brother and his friend Johnson were fanatically confirmed. Wow, really? I do remember seeing them. What's his name of her brother? TJ. Yeah. Yeah, I always thought it was pretty cute how devoted Johnson was to TJ. Imitating him, just sort of always hanging out with him. Well, there was an episode where they had a major disagreement about what would be a good gadget for Word Girl to use. But interesting seeing them have a little tiff. So just like that voice for Johnson reminds me of Chloe Park, and I think the Rubies also from Steven Universe. Just a really sweet voice. Watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise. I watched a few episodes with a friend. I think it's the tournament with Pegasus that we watched. Just because of how crazy it gets. Yeah, I like Violet. Like I said, the episode where she's just doing art for Smiles, I thought that was sweet. The only character I feel bad for really is the electricity monster, or I think they call it the energy monster. Just because she had a voice, and then she lost it. She looked so sad and distraught when she couldn't use the amplifier to talk anymore. Peanuts one in your art style would be pretty nice too, Rory. Oh yeah, you should try some peanuts. Heard that Matt Pat is going to play Toy Bonnie. Yeah, a friend of mine posted that. He's excited for that movie. Watch Total Drama. I've seen quite a few of the Total Drama series. Feels like they ran out of steam by the time they got to Total Drama Rama. Ooh, she looks like Bird Girl. But I hope they do another series eventually, like the classic ones. The classic total drama kind of formula, a context of some kind. Have you seen an OKKO episode called Monster Party? Is that the one where she's hanging out with the grown-up ghoul school girls? I love the crossover episodes they did with OKKO. Would have loved to see more. Or at least would have loved for more series to do stuff like that. It's quite a treat. Like the one with Captain Planet, that one was great. Sonic, that one was fun. One with the Ghoul School was quite a trip. Robot Batman, says Araya. Don't know about that one. I was gonna say, heard they did a weird Batman movie called Aztec Batman. Don't even know how they got there. They just sort of throwing any ideas at the wall and see what sticks, it feels like. Alright, and that's the Huntress. And, oh, by the way, this is going to be for the Sonic Smells commission I've been working on. So what's going to happen is, like, we're going to get Dr. Robotnik. We see his, like, shrink ray set up. He's, like, looking out with his binoculars. Oh, I could actually add some line definition here. And then, yeah, the Huntress just sort of comes up behind him and picks him up. Tucks him away. You're through. How can I make an elf out of you? Be a man. No, an elf. Let's see. Grimwood girls were so accepting of Enid, which was pretty wholesome. Dang, Sonic Smells. He needs to take a bath or shower. Indeed. I mean, yeah, them Grimwood girls was pretty nice. They treated Shaggy and Scooby pretty hospitably. Their dads, on the other hand, a little bit more menacing. Another thing my brother and I were discussing the other night was he was saying that Scooby never ran into any real ghosts, and I told him, nah. And then I had to list all the times that there was supernatural elements in Scooby-Doo. But then he made me concede that in the original series, of course, he didn't run into any ghosts. What's the scenario? She captures our favorite blue blur? No, she captures Dr. Ivo Robotnik. This was just sort of like a bonus scene that the commissioner asked for. And I was willing to oblige. Because I love the series so much. I need to make the giant golden naked... the giant golden naked Robotnik that's doing fist pumping here for some reason. Such a weird fortress. But then again, with someone like Dr. Robotnik, I wouldn't put it past him. Alright, I'm gonna say that's the... Oh, wait, yeah, I'm gonna say that's the session for right now. Just going to see if I missed any comments before I call it a night officially. Really like the design for this character. So surprising that she was on Sonic and was so well animated and designed. Snooping as usual, I see. Oh yes, Sonic the Hedgehog. Shadow Sonic, says Zechariah. Rain Cloud. Does the movie count? Yeah, I'd count the movies. What was it? The 13 Ghosts. The one that they did with Vincent Price. What else? Oh, Pup Named Scooby-Doo. They had bumped into an actual ghost in that one too. So yeah. I mean, sure, why not consider it all canon? Think about having the Grimwood girls reenact scenes from Hotel Transylvania, including the scene Sabella would say, "I don't say blah blah blah." That'd be cute. Crashing out if Scooby never met any ghosts. What the hell was Boo Brothers, Ghoul School, and Zombie Island? Exactly. Your brother needs to catch up on Scooby-Doo lore. Yeah, he might need to. He might need a good old-fashioned schooling. I do hate that they made a sequel to Zombie Island and Velma wants to sort of pretend none of the supernatural stuff happened. It's like, come on, Velma. I think that's all the comments. Alright, thanks again everyone for dropping in. Thank you for keeping things lively. Apologies for the start of the stream when there was lots of interference, I'll say, on YouTube's part. And if I stream again tomorrow or sometime this week, it'll either be more of this or more of the Beetlejuice animation. That's all, folks. Sayonara, so long. Oyasuminasai. Adios. Peace.